it's a warm welcome from me, Avalach, and welcome to round 6 of the Premier Division here at FTR, and we are in Australia. So this is round 6, and I cannot do anything at the moment. What's going on? And there we go, sorted that out. So welcome to round 6, and we are midway through the season with only 5 races left after this, 11 races in season 7. And we've got 15 drivers on the grid tonight, so no one will fall out of Q1, so everyone should be okay. First guys are leaving the pits. I can see that it is Mango that's on an outlap. As we follow him around in the Ferrari. So he's got a couple of poles behind his name and also a couple of fastest laps. Still needs some practice in terms of getting consistent race wins with us, but fast nevertheless. I am just going to check the sound settings on YouTube and just make sure everything is fine. I am alone in the comments box tonight, so bear with me. And as I take you through the full qualifying session here in Australia, as well as a 50% race, which is 29 laps of loads of fun, hopefully tonight, and we'll see some good close racing. Right, and the sound looks good from my side, so if you are tuning in on YouTube, give me a shout and let me know if the sound is okay. I normally battle to get the sound right, but tonight I am streaming from a party, not from in-game chat, so the audio should be slightly better. But yeah, if you just joined us, a warm welcome to you for qualifying 1 year in Australia. It looks like dry weather at the moment, and a couple of guys out on track. May out in the house. Mango out, everyone basically out except for Bob, who's still in the pit, Super D, and Shakes. And let's get on board with Mango. Turn, and that was a healthy bit of nose coming in to turn 2 there. There's DRS for the new lap. As you can see, locking slightly up there. Of course, he's going to go into, quite nice and stable. This is normally flat out, but you expect the guys to lift slightly now. Track conditions not perfect, let's rub it in. New section of Australia that they've added, which is a massive upgrade from the previous track. So that already is much improved. And as we come to probably one of the hardest S's in the game, turn 9 and 10. It takes a lot of curve there. Not sure if you want to do that with full fuel load, depending on the ride out. But yeah, you just need to set a lap up right now. This is the second part of the new part of the circuit. And then back to the old section again. Nothing has changed much here. Just a little bit of more runoff. As you can see, that the AD is switched off here with Mango. And he's going to go to run through wide there. Crosses the line. And that's going to be a 1:18.3. So very good lap time there by Mango. That's the first lap up for him. Zivan, he is standing in for Arne, who's still in on holiday in the UK. So Zivan, reserve driver for the Red Bull. Red Bull making use of the driver program. Also a reserve last night in minor, and he did really well last night. A really good, great race by him, scoring some decent points for Red Bull. But as we follow Zivan around, he is currently in Sector 3. And let's see how that Red Bull behaves on the last part of Sector 3. Ume putting in his first lap time of 1:19.8, followed by Speed Alcoholic, followed by Boinkies. You expect the lap times to start coming in. And that is Sims with a 1:19.4. And Zivan is going to cross the line, and he goes to 1:18.5. So that is a very competitive lap time from him. First time round. Shakes is in the pit, top dogs in the pit, top gunners in the pits. Let's just see what's happening with Uzi. Making space there in the addition, so he's obviously at a moment somewhere. And he's going to have to do another lap on those softs. Okay, and Paris Ninja. Yeah, I always thought it was Korean ninjas or Chinese, but Paris Ninja saying the sounds good. So thanks, buddy. So that's all good. Panda is saying go Merc boys. Yeah, that will be Sims and Super D. And then Atmar is also online tonight watching the stream from home, and he's supporting the Aston Martin guys, which in this case will only be Yaku Nachel, Wezo not around tonight. I'm not sure what's going on there. It's not Nick's car that's ghosting. I'm not sure if anyone has lost connection there. Super D is still in the pit. Cyber is currently out on track in the Alpha Tauri. And we're just going to jump a bit with him and see how he gets along. Once again, see there is 16 drivers, and Top Gun should not be here. I'm not sure why he's in the lobby, but he should not be here, which is something that we'll address after the race. But Cyber, yeah, so we'll definitely lose one person in this qualifying session. Only 15 will go through to Q2. And then we will move on to the top 10 shootout. Remember at FTR, if you get pole position, it is 2 extra World Championship points for you and for your team. As Cyber crosses the line, and that puts him in a provisional 4th with a 1:19.4. So the only guys who still need to set a time is Shakes. Nikishan back into the pits. And Bob's still in the pits, Super D in the pits. So we're just waiting for the bottom part of the driver lock just to come out. Shakes it's on a really good lap here. Let's get on board to the McLaren driver. His teammate Brad not here tonight. There's only one McLaren this evening. And let's see if he can get some valuable points for the McLaren guys as he goes through turn 9 and 10. That really hooks up. Could unstable the car slightly if you touch it inside curve. You did really well to keep the car stable. In the yellow, if someone might keep going slow, just ramping up to do his hot lap. And if I look at it, yeah, it might just be a Ferrari or an Alfa Romeo. Ooh, a lot of curve there. And it just upsets the car going into the second last turn. Let's see where this is going to put Shakes. This is his first timed lap. And that is going to be a 1:19.4, so that's provisional 3rd for Shakes so far. Nick Gishan is on an outlap, and then Bob and Super D still in the pits. Just further down the field, we've got a Mayor in 7th, Pantry in 8th, Boinkies in 9th, and that changed quickly because I see someone went slightly faster. Speed Alcoholic currently in 13th, he's on an outlap, so it's Nick Gishan that we're on board with. And Bob and Super D is on outlaps at the moment. So the rest of the guys all in the pits, probably did their run. Probably no need to go out again. I don't think the 121s is going to be good enough to get through. So some work to do there for Royal Viking, Uzi and Speed Alcoholic. But you'd expect them to go faster, especially Speed Alcoholic. He is our championship leader after last week's win in Silverstone. So let's have a look at Nigishan as he goes through turn 1 and 2. Red Bull looks nice and stable. You do not want to invalidate. There's an Alfa Romeo standing in the middle of the road, so we just had a slight lose of the rear end. And so far so good. Oh, and as I say that, just the rear end just stepping out there for Nick, so he's definitely battling to get a lap on at the moment. Speed Alcoholic is on track again, And he's going to try to improve on his 121.6, which you would expect speed to be around about the 118s already. And then Bob is on a lap at the moment in the Alpine. So only one Alpine driver tonight, Josh not being here, from what I can see. Alright. Yeah. So load shedding does affect some of the drivers not being here. So that's a purple sector 1 for Bob. But as we know, of Codemasters, don't trust everything that you see. But if that is the case, that is a mega sector by him as it comes up to sector 2. So we'll have a look and see what his sector 2 times look like. I see him really looks hooked up as he goes through 9 and 10. Try to take just a little bit of that curve there. So fade away from the inside curve. I think you can take a little bit more off. But maybe not in this session yet. You just really want to get a lap in. Car looks very nice and tidy through that long right-hander. And this is the corner of death last night for Division 2. Lots of guys leaving the rear. Only slightly wide. They didn't go as deep on the inside as I would have expected. And that's good enough for third. So that's a 119.077. So that's provisional third for Bob. Nick Gishan is in the pit again, and I'm not sure what's going on there, but he is definitely battling to get a lap up. Super D is going to cross the line now to start his hot lap in a Mercedes. Currently his teammate in provisional 5th. Right, so not sure about the weather, Apple. Australia's not known for a lot of rain, as Nick Gishan or as Super D backed out of that lap. Not sure about the weather, but yeah, Australia not known for massive rain in lobbies, so I would say the chance is probably about 20% of having mixed conditions. As Speed Alcoholic goes back into the pits again, also battling to get a lap time up, so is Nick Gishan. Super D also backed out of that lap because he invalidated probably turn 1. But he's on it. He will probably get on it again now. There's definitely 2 laps in his soft. You don't have to do only 1 lap. But at the moment it is Mango, followed by Zeeland, Bar, Panchi, Shakes. That follows, or that makes up your top 5 at the moment. Pardon me. And guys that might be in trouble at the moment, that looks to be struggling, is Speed Alcoholic, battling to get a lap time up. Nick Gishan is on an outlap again, and Super D is going to start another lap now. Alright, and Super D back into the pits. Nick Gishan on an outlap. Boinkies is going to cross the line, and he does a 119.9, which is good enough for 12 at the moment for him. So also not too paced at the moment for Ronald. So, but I think that probably will be good enough to see him through to Q2. Only remember, we're going to lose 1 driver only. And from what we've seen so far is that a bit of a struggle here for the setup with Nick Gishan, Super D and Speed Alcoholic. Right, so purple sector 1 for Nick Gishan. He is coming up on traffic in front of him, and this must not be a problem for him. I'm pretty sure the Alfa Romeo in front of him is not on the hot lap. So the guys do get out of the way. Not in the easiest way possible, but he does manage to get out of the way. That looks like a really good turn 9 and 10 from Nick. And he needs to get a lap. We're not sure how many tires he's burnt, but he definitely needs to get a lap in now and get himself away from that 16th position and make sure that he makes it into qualifying too. Clouds building up there in the background. You can see spots of blue. Great clouds hanging over Melbourne here. As Nick Gishan comes onto the start finish straight, TR is wide open, and this is going to be a 118.9. and that is good enough for third. So a pressure lap by him with 3.5 minutes to go, and that's good enough from the Red Bull driver. So he's probably going to go back into the pits. And Boinkies is on 4 laps already, so he's probably going to go into the pits. Alcoholic is on a lap, 1:21.6. Super D also out on a out lap. As we follow Speed Alcoholic across the line, that is a 1:18.8, and that takes him up to third. That's more like it from our championship leader. Puts himself into provisional third, so takes him completely out of the worries of being in the drop zone. Guys, that is in trouble at the moment from the Premier Division point of view is Boinkies Super D yet to put a competitive lap time up. So let's stick with the Mercedes driver. His teammate currently in 9th, and you would tend to think safe. And we'll see what Super D, although he has backed out of this, and yeah, we'll see if he's got enough time to put another lap up. 1.5 minutes left of qualifying. Boinkies back into the pits, and you tend to think that Boinkies is not going to have enough time to get out. Again, that's a 1:19.9. That is not going to be good enough, probably, for him, depending on what Super D does. Yep, so my ninja friend saying that he sees clouds. I see actually plenty of them, but we just got feedback that it is going to be a dry race. Oh, and that is a Williams. That is... I'm not sure who that was, and probably the only Williams that there would be. Yeah, so someone did hit the wall, but I don't think... Oh. And that is Pantry Star. So yeah, I thought I saw a Williams without a front nose cone. And but he is safely through a 1:19.1, so qualifying is officially over. We're just waiting for Super D to cross the line. He's been battling to get a proper lap up, or get a proper timed lap up. He's on a 1:35.1, and you would expect him to definitely better that. He is aiming for a 1:19.881. If we want to cut that fine. To get him through into Q2, and he crosses the line at 1:19.1, and that is good enough to get him through to Q2, and that pushes Boinkies out, as well as Premier or Division 2 driver Top Gun, and Uzi on the brink of not going through, but he does make it through to Q2, so only losing 2 drivers, Top Gun and Boinkies in this session, and qualifying is officially over. So everyone has seen the start-finish line, all went into the pits. So as the time counts up, I will be back with you for qualifying too, so stay tuned. Right, and welcome back to qualifying 2. 14 and a half minutes for us to determine who's going to go through to the top 10 shootout to get on the first 5 rows of the Australian Grand Prix tonight. Yeah, this is round 6 of Premier Division, and I do see rain, and I really just want to get on board with, yeah, so I do see drops of rain. It has become more cloudy than qualifying 1, so within that 4 or 5 minutes the clouds have really hammered out, and you can expect a flock of cars to go out as everyone makes their way out. Sim's the only one who's stuck in the pits, so is Mango. They might just miss the opportunity to put a lap on, or lap in on the dry tires, but everyone is out at the moment. And yeah, so I just want to see who is out first. So the first guy out does look like an Aston Martin, and that should be Yaku, who's gone out first. So we haven't showed much of Yaku. Silently he went into Q2. Currently on the standings, Yaku is, just want to have a look at that quickly for you. So currently it is Speed Alcoholic that's leading the championship with 112 points, followed by Top Dog, who's not here tonight. Yaku Nagel in third, so ideal opportunity for him to catch up with Top Dog. Josh and Bob in third and fourth, although Josh not here tonight, so that gives Bob the opportunity to jump his teammates. Boinkies in first, Pantry in sixth, Mango in seventh. So yeah, it's all to play for tonight, but Yaku is the first guy out on track. I can see that everyone is out on track except for Mango. He's still sitting in the pits. Maybe he knows something that we don't know in terms of weather, but the track conditions is going to be worse than what they were in qualifying 1, so do expect the lap times to drop probably significantly as the session goes on, and as we get on board with Yaku and Arthur, you can see, and that is just enough to mess with your concentration, with your confidence, getting on the throttle out of corners, and getting on the throttle, especially in corners like this. It just makes you aware that you might lose the rear and lose the only lap that you do have, and this is probably the only lap that Yaku is going to have to keep a competitive lap time in, and we'll see as he crosses the line. This will be the first timed lap for qualifying 2 as Yaku crosses the line. That's a 120.6, and you can already see that is a big drop from what we saw earlier, although Bob has got a 119.7, Ume's got a 119.2, a mega lap by him. Further down the field you'll see lap times coming through thick and fast now. And it looks like an Alpine. I just want to see who that is. That is Bob. So yeah, so everyone getting their lap times in. Negation 120.1, 121.4 for Pantry Star. Zivan is on an outlap. Shakes is going to cross the line now. That's good enough for provisional fifth with a 120.2. And further down the field, let's just have a look. Simps. He is hasn't done well in his first lap, so that was not a timed lap for him, so probably invalidated. Same with Uzi and same with Royal Viking. But you're going to have another go, and the rain is not pelting down as I would have expected it, although you can see some of the steam coming out of the track, and there is a McLaren of Shakes, probably, yeah, that is Shakes, who's lost the car there. That's what I'm talking about earlier, about the confidence in the car, and just getting on the throttle like you would normally. Right, so Zivan is on an outlap, but you get the feeling that he's just left way too late maybe. Sims the same. Uzi didn't make use of that lap that he had, the same as Mango is on an outlap. Oh, and as I say that, there we go. So there was contact there. I'm not sure who that is. If Yaku did not see the Mercedes coming up from behind him, but I've got a funny suspicion that Yaku got in the way there of Sims. And I just want to see if there's damage to... Yeah, there is no front wing on Sims' car. So that's going to be left for the stewards. I'm not sure what happened there. We just caught the last part of it, but get the feeling that that might just be it for Sims in terms of getting a competitive. There is 9.5 minutes left. This rain can stop. It can dry out very quickly here in Australia. Zivan is on a lap now, the same as Mango. And but at the moment, it is the top 10 so far ends with Super D. And 1:21.1 is the time to be beaten. Yaku saying he's had enough of qualifying too. He thinks it's going to get worse in terms of the rain. This is Zivan that's going to cross the line. He's crossing that corner 1:16, 1:15, so it's probably going to be a 1:20. There we go, 1:20.0. That's good enough for provisional fourth for him. Super D is on another lap. Mango is on a lap, and he's going to complete his lap now. You can see the rear end stepping out there, and that is going to be fifth position for Mango, a 1:20.115. That pushes out Royal Viking into the drop zone, the same as Super D. In the drop zone, Pantry Star in the drop zone, as well as Uzi. So Sims, yeah, he has retired from the session. I think that was in the pits. So with 8 minutes to go, I don't think it's going to dry out. We'll keep an eye out. Uzi's probably going to come back to the pits. I don't think he's got enough in those tires to go again. Banshee is on another lap, so we'll have a look and see if he can improve on that 1:21.4. He definitely needs about 6/10 to get him through. Yeah, and there we see this weather is not getting any better. He's probably going to get disqualified. Hopefully he can get the car pulled up in the right direction. Great work there by Pantry. But track conditions not getting better. It is in fact getting worse. You will see everyone jumping into the pits. Nigishan is on another lap, and I'm not sure what he's trying to do, because he is currently in 7th and safe at the moment. You do not want to end up in the walls now, because that will not let you go through to qualifying 3, so that will be your qualifying done. So expensive exercise for the Red Bull there if he does end up in a wall. So probably just going out on a new set and just probably just get some mileage on them. But if the weather does not clear up, you can expect Super D, Pantry Star, Uzi and Sims not to make it through to qualifying 3. Royal Viking is on a lap. He's got a 1:21.058. I do not see any improvement possible on this track conditions at the moment. I don't think it's there, and we'll probably see it in Sector 1 being a second or 2 down already. Yeah, and there we go. Big moment there. So yeah, 1.7 seconds slower. So there's going to be no improvement from any of the guys at the moment. So expect the guys to head back into the pits. With 5.5 minutes to go, I do not think it's going to dry up. And hopefully we'll see guys retiring in the pits, so we can get on to Q3 and start the action in our 29 lap race here on Australia waiting for us. Right, and that's just confirmation for you. Losing Royal Viking, Super D, Pantry, Uzi, and Simps. And that is the guys that we've lost out of the session. So the top 10 will go through. Qualifying 3 about to start. Looking at the weather conditions, probably going to be more of the same, which takes my prediction completely out of the window, saying that it doesn't really rain in Australia. I've just been proven wrong, and this definitely... It's going to be interesting to see who goes out. I think the first batch of cars will all be out on the inters, followed by the wets. So we're going to get the tyre telemetry up and just see who goes out on what. But yeah, your top 10 that takes part in the shootout is Zivan, Shakes, Yaku, Mango, Speed, May, Hamrick, Nigishon, Bob, and Cyberjard. So Nigishon out on the inters. Yeah, so he is the first one out. That also looks like another Shakes is also out. And in front of him, it does look like it is Yaku. Yeah, Yaku's also gone out. So a whole host of cars jumping out of the pits. The only guy who's sitting with softs in the pits is Bob. He's probably just going to wait for conditions maybe to become slightly better. It's going to be one of those sessions, last person on track if the weather does not change for the worse. Last person on track is probably going to have the best of the track conditions this evening. And yeah, everyone is so far out and into no wet tyres selected. If it is a dry race, you can expect the guys to run basically dry setups in this session. So it's going to be fascinating to see what everyone gets up to. Everyone is on a outlap, barring Bob, Cyberjard, and Sir Hamrick. So the first guy that will cross the line to start his flyer does look to me like Cyber. He's on an outlap, apologies for that. So we'll just see. I think it's probably going to be Nigishon. So yeah, let's follow Nick around. He's got a nice open track in front of him. No traffic to worry about. It's all about just getting, putting in some fuel, probably around about 8-9 laps of fuel. And just get on with it. Try to, lap by lap, just find more grip, more pace. It does not look like it is raining heavier. Consistent rain, however. And a big slide there for Nick, although that was not invalidated. And he is backed out of that one, so he's going to start over again. And just behind him, that looks Speed Alcoholic. And Speed Alcoholic followed by the Red Bull of Zivan, followed by Shakes, the Mercedes, and that's followed by Yaku. So that's the times that will that we will see pop up on our left-hand side of our screen. And mixed conditions, yeah, that is anyone's game at the moment for pole position. Remember, as I said earlier, 2 points for pole position here at FTR. A fastest lap will get you 1 point, and if you do get the Grand Slam, which is the win, fastest lap and pole, you get an additional 5 points for your Drivers' Championship as well. You know, and that will be added to your constructors as well. So a good haul of points available if you get everything going nicely. Alright, and Arno's saying, let's go Nick, he's missing it. Yeah, you must get back to South Africa. Get back into that Red Bull. We're paying you to race, not have coffee in the UK. But it's nice to hear from Arno. So let's see what the first lap times is. It does look Zivan with a 1:31.1. Sorry, Nigishon a 1:31.392. Zivan a 1:27.5. Shakes is going to cross the line now. That is a 1:29.9. Yaku 27.7. Shakes 29.9 for him. As I said, Ume 1:28.3 for him. A 1:45 for Speed Alcoholic. Mango is invalidated his lap, so he's going to have to start all over again. Cyber has invalidated his lap, and he's also got no nose. So it's going to be a long lap for the AlphaTauri driver, trying to get back to the pits and get a new nose fitted on that AlphaTauri. and try to have another go. But at the moment, it is provisional pole for Zivan. But expect those times to come down as the guys just ramp up. At least everyone has got a delta now. Let's have a look at Yaku. Expect the guys not to use too much ERS, so definitely probably 2-3 flyers, maybe a slow down lap and then just go for it again. He's 5 tenths down, yeah. Alright, so Mango is on a lap at the moment. Purple sector 2 for him. Battles to get the power down in that Ferrari, and 63 coming up as he locks up. Yeah, good braking there by him. God, he's braking spot on. 126.6 as Zivan goes faster in the Red Bull. Ooh, back in stepping out of the Ferrari, and here you can just see what a big difference ABS will make if you do get it right. You get so much turn-in. It is absolutely ridiculous, and Mango's going to cross the line now. That's a 126.441, so 2 tenths, just over 2 tenths up on Zivan. So that's the original pole for Mango. Ume currently still in third. Bob is on a lap at the moment. He's in sector 3. And a nice color scheme there by Bob for his helmet, so that looks pretty awesome. So well done, Bob, for matching the Alpine. Beautiful car anyway, but that just matches it. So that's Bob's first timed lap, and that's good enough for 6 at the moment. And you'll see him ramp up as he goes along. You can see he's not spending too much. He's probably going to have 2 flyers, cool down lap, and then just go for it again if he's got enough fuel in. But a 1:28.8 is good enough for the third row at the moment, next to Speed Alcoholic. Cyber back into the pits after losing that nose cone of his. Nigishan is out on track again. His first attempt was a 1:31.392, so he can go much faster than that. Let's just have a look. Yaku 127.2 currently in second row. He's put in some fuel and he's just going and going, trying to get some rhythm. And sometimes I find that's just the best in conditions like this, is get your car with like 9-10 laps of fuel, and just try to have a go at it. With 4 minutes left, or just under 5 minutes left of the session. Lap times is slower, so Zivan's already slapped on a pair of softs, so I'm not sure. There is no rain coming down. Well, there is spots of rain, as you can see on the camera on board here. So there is a couple of spots, but it's definitely much better than what it was earlier. But I do not think this is dry tyres yet, unless someone surprises us and just have a go at Speed Alcoholic. This is the soft, so it doesn't matter. And they'll probably go out with, with 3 minutes to go. They will have a go again. Nigishan has invalidated his lap. And yeah, that's probably turn 1 again. So he's going to have to start over. Now, what is he going to do? Is Nigishan going to go back into the pits, slap on a pair of softs, and see what happens? There is some spray coming out of that Red Bull at the back, but not as much as what I thought it would be. DRS is enabled, so Nick will get that message on his camera, on his television, saying that the FI has activated DRS, and surely he's going to pop into the pits now for softs and have a go at it. I think the majority of the guys is just going to sit there and wait. It's going to be a busy last 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes here in Australia, in Melbourne. And let's see what Nigishan does. It's probably the right thing to do, is just jump back into the pits. No, he does not. He's going to stay out. And that is his only chance gone for getting on soft tires. And he's going to have a go with the assistance of DRS and see if that can promote him further up the grid. Currently, he is on the 5th row of the grid, stuck in 9th. Cyber, no lap up yet from him after losing that front wing. And And this is going to be a mega lap for Nick. There is no spray coming out of that Red Bull at the back there, so you do not want to, as he runs wide, but probably got off the throttle and got very, very lucky there. He's not going to have luck running with him all the time, so you need to be very careful if he needs to get competitive lap time in. We see guys going out and out laps on the softs, and yeah, that was a bit too late for Nick to slap on softs. I don't think he's going to have enough time. DRS wide open for him again. This is probably the roll of the dice. He goes in there in third, gets good traction out of the corner, and yeah, you just want to hug it in, rest on it, don't lose the rear, brake nice and early. Yeah, that was good by Nick. And let's see what kind of lap time this is going to be for him. Is this going to promote him further up the field? And that is provisional pole, but you can expect the guys to go much faster. Zivan is on an outlap on those softs. I just want to see what the softs look like. Yeah, everyone out on softs at the moment, trying to warm their tires. Tire warm is going to be a problem. Ume is the first guy who's on softs at the moment, and let's follow him around and see if he can cut 3 seconds in that time. And you can see the track is really almost dry, and yeah, expect this time to be provisional pole if he can keep it on track. But this is going to be provisional. Yeah, purple sector 1, here we go. This is dry enough if you can keep it nice and tidy, which he is doing a solid job at the moment so far. In addition, yeah, he's missed his opportunity. So everyone out on softs, they've got a shot at pole at the moment. Mango's missed the opportunity to be on the softs as well. So you might see him dropping down the order. And good stuff there by Ume. Let's see where this is going to put the Haas driver. Is this going to be a pole position for Haas? And we haven't said that or seen that. Qualifying is officially over. Ume is going to cross the line. And that is pole 122.5. Full 2 seconds faster than Nigishon. Zivan is 2 seconds also up. And let's see where this is going to put. In front of him is a McLaren of Shakes. Let's see where this is going to put Shakes on the top. He really is giving it everything. And Shakes crosses the line. That is second for him. Zivan's going to cross the line now. That is pole position. Provisional pole for Zivan with a 121.9. That's just topped up immediately by, sorry, 122.4. That's beat by Yaku 122.1. Speedaholic 121.9. Cyber is pole position for the AlphaTauri. I said to you, this is going to be one of those sessions. The only guy who can probably be, it's not Bob, has invalidated. Qualifying is over. It is an AlphaTauri on pole position. Cyber top, you see. Get in there. What a lap by him. It was definitely soft as we got on with it. And Charlize saying, let's go Zivan. Yeah, I almost got very excited when he got provisional pole there. But in the end, he got topped by Yaku, Speed Alcoholic. And what a lap by Cyber, putting him up in pole. That is his first pole position here at FTR in Premier Division. So well done to you. That's 2 points in the back before the race even started. So it is AlphaTauri in pole, followed by Speed Alcoholic, Yaku in the Aston Martin on the second row with Zivan for company. You've got Ume on the third row with Shakes, a really good qualifying for him after a disastrous couple of races in 6th. Mango in 7th. Nick Gishan probably should have put it for the softs, but that is 4th row for him. And Bob and Sir Hamrick keeping each other company on the 5th row of the grid. I am going to be back shortly as the guys pick their strategies and go on to the formation lap, and I will be back shortly. If you just joined us, where have you been? What a pressure a lap by the AlphaTauri of Cyberjot. He got his first pole here at FTR tonight, and what an awesome lap by him, putting himself on the front row. 2 points for pole position, followed by Speed Alcoholic, our championship leader. Jaco Nagel, a healthy third there for him, currently third in the World Championship. Reserve driver Zivan in the Red Bull, mega lap by him to get him up into fourth ahead of his teammates. Ume in fifth, Shakes in sixth. We've got Mango in seventh, Negishan in eighth, Barb in ninth and 10th. And then further down the field, we've got Boinkies in last in 17th, Sims in 15th, which is a fast driver anyway, so you can expect him to carve his way down the field. Everyone on the mediums, barring Royal Biking, Uzi, Sims, and Boinkies, who's going to start on the hards. And while the guys are heating up their tires, from a constructor's point of view, FTR does constructors as combined with Premier Division and Division 2. Just encourage the guys to talk to each other a bit and get to know each other slightly better. From the constructor side, the Alpine is leading currently the Constructors' Championship on 239, followed by the Alfa Romeo on 220, Mercedes on 220 as well, 201 for Aston Martin, and Williams on 186. So it is good for Aston Martin, good for Speed Alcoholic, and from a driver point of view, you've got the AlphaTauri of Cyber in pole position, obviously. And then you've got the Alfa Romeos in 2nd and 17th. You've got only one Aston Martin tonight, Red Bull 4th and 8th. And then the two Alpines is in 9th and 9th only, because Josh is not here. There we go. So let's just find a... come on, Codemasters, give us a good camera angle. Hopefully when the lights go on, we will be able to focus on the front drivers. Right, your predicted pit stop strategy, mediums. Probably lap 13 to 17 and then on to the hards. I'm not sure who we're waiting for. I just want to check our Discord channel just to see if everyone is... Right, and we're back. Apologies for the delay, but we had to do a custom grid and get everyone sorted. So there's going to be no qualifying. This qualifying is done, and the grid results or places is based on a qualifying that we got from the stream. So thank goodness for streams. But we are back, and hopefully we can get going this time. So it's been a bit of a mare. Hopefully we can get going. So Cyber is still on pole. I'm just going to bring some telemetry up for everyone. And let's see, it is going to be a dry race according to our rules if a lobby gets restarted. So no rain expected for this session as the weather is set to dry. And everyone on the mediums except for Royal Viking, who is on hards at the moment. And I just want to get the stream going here again just to make sure everything is fine. And yeah, welcome back to everyone. Apologies for that. And Hassan Murat saying Umair in P5, good job done. Yeah, well played to him. That was a solid lap by him. But even more solid lap by Cyber in the Alpha Tauri. Oh, and as I say that, guys trying to warm up their tires, and that is, I think that is Speed Alcoholic, who said how's it to the wall. Luckily damage is not applicable on the formation lap. A lot of guys spinning and yeah, Division 2, Division 3 material. Guten Abend, yes, Kurili. Hello, my partner in crime, my co-owner has decided to join me. Oh, my word. Hello, Gerard, and welcome to Take 2 of Australia.
Some problems.
It's been horrendous. Excuse me. But hopefully we can get going. At least I can select camera views now. I do not see anyone that's hanging. Hopefully, I think before you join, Gerard, maybe just wait till we get onto the 5. So we are hanging again.
Well, let me just leave and try and join again, see if that will help.
Yeah, just maybe have a look and see if that is the case, Gerard. I am also gonna leave the session, Gerard, and see what happens. And I will try to join on someone else.